the orientation program. So that's definitely something that we will be talking about here in a little bit. And then we also have two current tech students that are joining us that both transferred from other institutions. And so you guys will be able to hear a little bit from Riley and Shelby a little bit later.
All right, well, we want to go ahead and get started and let you all have an opportunity to share, who you are, where you're from, just so we get to know y'all a little bit better. So I recognize Kendall. So Kendall, I'll let you start.
Hi. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited that I actually can put a name to the face now. Or face name, however that goes the other way. So my name's Kendall. My eye's twitching. I am from Rogers, Arkansas. I was going to Missouri Southern up in Joplin, and Joplin is just getting a little too rough for me to live in, and just decided that it'd be best for my mental health and my safety to move to a different school. And I found Arkansas Tech, and I absolutely love it. So I'm super excited to come, and I'm so excited. I got accepted 5 days ago, and I'm like, okay, what do I need to do? I was trying to apply for housing and classes the second I got accepted. So, and they're like, that's not how it works. So I'm really excited to come down there and meet new people and live in Russellville because it's such a cool place.
Awesome. Hey, awesome. Well, welcome, Kendall. Who wants to go next? I'll just call on somebody if nobody volunteers. Don't test me. All right, Misty, it's all you.
Okay, I'm Misty Sutton. I'm transferring from Northwest Arkansas Community College. I'll be an online student. I live in Centerton, Arkansas. So.
Awesome.
Nice to meet you.
All right, Kaylee.
I'm transferring in as a freshman, but I have almost enough credits through Common College, which is the community college I went to while still being a senior, and I'm wondering how I transfer those. That's why I joined this.
Okay, awesome. We can definitely get that answered. All right. Heather, you're next. Basically, we're just introducing ourselves. So your name, where you're transferring from, and what you're excited about.
My name is Heather Lawson. I live in Texarkana, and I'm transferring from the community college at Hope. I'm excited to come to a university. My daughter tells me that it is completely different than a community college. And she's warned me about all the extra studying and work that I'm going to have to do. Then I am, of course, an older lady coming back to college. It's a little apprehensive for me. I had to learn to study again, because high school was easy for me. And I am so excited about coming up there. I'm going into the Parks and Recreation Department, and the Ozark Mountains are beautiful, and I look forward to every bit of it. So that's
awesome. All right, Darren, it's all you.
Hi, I'm from Arkansas. And I'm out to transfer to Tech.
Darren, it looks like your video is a little slow, but if you want to go ahead and type in the chat box where you're transferring from, we'll make sure to be able to get your questions answered there. All right, so last one, it looks like it's Braxley.
Hi, I'm transferring from University of the Community College, UA Rich Mountain here in Mena, Arkansas.
Okay, awesome. Yay, well, as you guys can see, our transfer population is varied, and that's what I love most about working with transfer students is that you guys have a lot of interesting experiences. Some of you are coming from other four-year institutions, some of you are transferring from community colleges, some of you are traditionally aged, some of you are not, and that's definitely what makes this so much fun. Sabrina has some just kind of like housekeeping information that she's going to go over, and then we'll get into the fun part. Sorry, Sabrina.
No, that's fine. I understand. I'm all about the housekeeping items just to make sure that we're all on the same page. So I am going to share our transfer admissions website. Can you all see that? Okay, awesome.
Yeah, you're good.
So this is kind of the hub for transfer students as you're starting to consider Arkansas Tech, but you all are kind of past that stage. So the next thing that's going to be applicable to you all is the transfer requirements and the overall process. So we're going to scroll on down to number 6. So at this point, you're all admitted. So congratulations and welcome to the Tech family. Woo! So hopefully you've all received your admission letter and you've activated your One Tech student portal. So the One Tech student portal is going to be the hub for you as a student. You're going to be able to see your student account balance, submit financial aid documents, apply for housing and a meal plan, and many other things through the One Tech student portal. So it's really important that you go ahead and activate that so you can start getting familiar with the student portal. Next is, if you haven't already, you'll want to finish up your FAFSA for the upcoming academic year. So that's 2020-2021. And if you're receiving any type of financial aid, specifically scholarships from the university, you'll want to make sure that you have all of your documents submitted to the financial aid office before August 1st. So go ahead and get that finished up so you're good to go there. Then, it's scheduling your academic advising appointment so y'all can get registered for classes. So in general, if you have less than 60 credit hours, you're going to be advised through our academic advising center. So you can contact them. Their contact information is there on the page. So you can contact them to get your appointment scheduled. So if you have 60 or more credit hours in a declared major, then you're going to be advised by your academic department. And so we've got a quick link there for you to find your department's contact information.
And just a quick tip right now for you guys. Most of our faculty and staff are going to be working from home, and it's going to be a lot quicker and a lot more effective for you guys to be emailing than it is going to be making a phone call, because sometimes phone messages aren't getting through. I know for me, it takes like my phone goes directly to like our administrative assistant, and then sometimes it takes 2 or 3 days for me to even get a message, a voicemail, or just an actual message for me to then go ahead and respond to anybody. So, but an email, I have access to that and I can check that and respond right away, and that's going to be most people as well. And so I would definitely suggest, if you absolutely need to speak with somebody, that's totally fine, but I would just start emailing first, and then you can go ahead and schedule a phone call, or you can schedule a Zoom meeting and just make it a little bit easier, because that way a phone call is scheduled and they know they're to be expecting it, versus just like trying to call somebody and hopefully that you get them, especially since some of us are working where there's not a lot of good service. That way they will go actually someplace when we know we have something scheduled. So I'm going to look up an email address for the Academic Advising Center right now, because there's only a phone number listed on here, so that way we can give you that email address.
Yeah, it's adviseme@atu.edu.
There you go.
All right, so so once you've got your academic advising appointment scheduled, that is when you and your academic advisor will talk about your transfer credits and how those apply to your major, and they'll work with you to get your schedule or to determine what classes you need to take and get you scheduled for those classes for the fall semester. So Kaylee, I know you had mentioned you had a question about your transfer credits. So just make sure that you submit your transcript from Collin County and make sure that that's sent to us soon. So our registrar's office has time to get that posted for you for your advising appointment.
Yeah, especially for those of you that took classes spring 2020. And so obviously all of your other transcripts were submitted with your application, but that spring 2020 transcript, because you just finished, if you have any credit on that that you want to be included, you'll need to go ahead and send that one in. And that one will need to be posted to your account before your advisor will be able to look at it and make an appointment and be able to advise you. And so you would want to send that in and then be able to make an appointment.
Yes. All right. And then for those of you who are required to live on campus, you'll want to make sure that you apply for housing, and that includes your meal plan process. And all of that is through the One Tech student portal. And so if you're required to live on campus, make sure that you're taking care of that soon. I know there are a few changes to housing. I know they're hosting some sessions during this week as well. And so feel free to join those sessions if you have any specific questions regarding housing and meal plans. And then lastly would be to attend transfer orientation. So Meighan, I'll hand it over to you.
So just very quickly, if you are going to be attending classes on campus, then the transfer orientation for on-campus students is August 17th and 18th. More information is going to be available on June 15th, and that's when you can actually sign up for the orientation. And so I would definitely be checking your ATU email address, because we will send out information, but it's also going to be all over our social media feeds. And so you could go ahead and follow those if you haven't already started following those, whether you're following just ATU in general or Campus Life, since that's the department that orientation is under, is at ATU Campus Life. But yeah, June 15th is when you're going to be able to log into our pre-orientation module and be able to complete every single thing that you need to complete, including going to more online sessions like this about different resources that we have on campus and different ways to get involved. And a lot of that is going to be spent talking to people like Riley and Shelby to be able to learn more about what it is to be a transfer student. So Riley, why don't you say hi to everybody and just tell them a little bit about your transfer experience, keeping in mind that Shelby still has to go and we have 5 minutes left.
My name is Riley. I am a transfer student from the University of Iowa. So I had kind of a unique experience coming from a school that was so large. I think there was total population of students there was like 60,000, and then I came to Tech, and where there's like 12,000 students. So I had a really actually awesome time getting to know just everybody, because everybody in my department is like so friendly, and it was just really nice coming to a smaller school for me. But then again, I do understand that some people do prefer the bigger schools, but that was just my experience.
Shelby, how about you?
Well, my name is Shelby Newsom, like Meighan said. I'm actually here, I live here in Russellville, Arkansas. I graduated from Russellville, so it's kind of a funny story for me. I went to Henderson State University and then transferred back home for many reasons. It wasn't because that I hated Henderson or anything. I just felt like Tech was really where I needed to be. I have a lot of opportunities that actually Tech provided for me. I'm a part of the sorority life here, or Greek life, and everything about Tech is exactly what people tell you it is. It's a lovely campus, and if you definitely take your resources and use them wisely, you're definitely going to enjoy your time here.
Awesome. Misty, I just typed it in the chat, but for those of you that are not on campus, that are going to be taking classes online, there's still going to be a lot of things within the online pre-orientation that you'll be able to do. One of those things, since you guys haven't been to campus, is to upload a picture as well as a photo of your driver's license, so that way you can get your student ID. For those of you that are coming to orientation, we'll be able to give that to you at orientation. If you're not coming to orientation because you're an online student, they'll mail you that ID. But there's a lot of information on there, and there's going to be a lot of the requirements that everybody has to do. So there's like an alcohol EDU class that you have to take. There's an EverFi training that all incoming students are required to take about sexual assault resources and health resources. So a lot of federal guideline information that you guys can all do before you actually get to campus. And then online students are still available to do our Tech Talk series, which is from July 8th through July 29th. And it'll be exactly like this. and there'll just be somebody chatting about a variety of different topics, and you can join all of them or one of them, two of them, as many as you want. And then starting August 1st through Blackboard, you'll all online students are added to a Blackboard course, and then you'll be able to access like 5 or 6 different modules of information that just that tell you about all of the other different resources that are available for online students. So we have a couple of minutes left, so I want to give you guys an opportunity to ask Shelby and Riley any questions that you guys might have about transferring. So feel free to put it in the chat, or you can go ahead and just unmute yourself and just talk away.
What was the biggest challenge coming from, you know, a smaller school to a larger campus like this? Did y'all hear me?
Yeah, I heard you.
Either one of you.
Yeah, so I came from a really big school, and so I really enjoy tech and just how small it is. I mean, for you, this is probably like a big difference, and I have gone community college before I went to even my big school. So I understand that like it can be really intimidating to come where you think like, oh, everybody's not gonna know people. But tech does a really good job of like being really welcoming and inviting. And I know all of my professors, and they know me by sight, which is really, really awesome. There's also lots of ways to get involved to make tech feel a little bit smaller. You can get involved in your department. Almost every academic department and has their own like activity club or organization or something like that. And you can get to know your professors better and get to know like the other students. And I've never felt like tech was too big for me. And there's lots of ways to get involved and just make it feel a little bit smaller and a little bit more like a little family.
That's great.
And I can tell you just from working with transfer students that a lot of non-traditional transfer students just feel a little bit concerned. Oh my gosh, I'm going to be going to class with all of these like 18 and 19-year-olds. But
Yes.
a lot of the classes that you're going to be in, you're going to be taking classes with juniors and seniors because you have a lot of credits you're going to be transferring in. And non-traditional students are super focused on academics. And so all of the other students like Kendall and Kaylee, they want to be in small groups with you because they know that you're not going to just drop the ball. They know that you're going to be focused. They know this is your priority. Am I
Right.
wrong? Okay. Yeah. Kendall's over here shaking her head. Misty's saying the same thing, that they know that you're going to.
If that's one thing that, so I mean, Sabrina knows this. I did not do good at my old school. And I think it was just I was a minority there, which was really interesting. I didn't grow up a minority, but I was a minority at my school. And so to live through that, like, it was just challenging, and mental health was bad. And so like to be on the ball now, I'm like, okay, yeah, like I'll do anything with Arkansas Tech. Any of y'all want study sessions, call me. I'll give you my phone number. We can meet up. I'll make food. Like, let's just study. So if y'all need anything, let me know.
I love it.
I'm 100%. But for me, I had a question. What was probably like, I guess, the scariest thing for like transferring to Arkansas Tech? Like, I was worried going to Missouri Southern, but I was like gung-ho about it. And now I'm worried because I've had so many bad experiences with like roommates and stuff like that. I'm freaking out. I'm like trying not to be nervous, but I'm really nervous.
Oh, I wouldn't be afraid. Henderson State University, all of my classes were in this little square. I was like, okay, English, then science, like, here we go. And then I came to Tech, and it definitely felt good just because I had a lot of people that I already kind of knew at Tech anyways. But I'm telling you, branch out. It's going to seem scary at first, but that's just kind of with every transition in life. And I feel like it's a good way to understand how your future is going to go. But truly, I love Tech's campus. Everybody is so welcoming. And like Riley said, my professors know me by name. And I never thought that could be possible. But if you're truly involved, and especially in your department, you're truly going to enjoy your time. And as much as it was intimidating for me, I mean, heck, I grew up here. You know, people were like, why aren't you going to Tech? And I was like, I don't know. And then coming back home, I'm so, so glad I did it, because I just truly don't feel like I would have gotten the same experiences if I wouldn't have taken that leap of faith. And trust me when I say, girl, call me too, because I love having a good time. And you're not alone. Just know that more than anything in the world, you're not alone.
I think kind of just, we're almost out of time. And so I think just like the final note is contact us if you guys have any questions. Sabrina and or myself, this is our contact information. And so any questions, big or small, there's no such thing as a stupid question. The stupid thing is not asking those questions. So anytime that you have any type of question, go ahead and email them. And really kind of what Kendall was talking about, like, I don't know anybody and I'm nervous. That's exactly what orientation is about. When you guys come to orientation, not only are you going to meet all of the other incoming transfer students, but Shelby and Riley will be there and they will be leading small groups. And so they'll actually be able to connect you with all of these other people and be able to and you're going to start your first year here already knowing people because you've been here for 2 days for orientation and you already going to know all of this stuff about them. And then you're already going to know 2 upper class students that are going to be able to be there to help you through all of this. And so definitely once just keep checking your email and we'll be sending you a lot of stuff about either the online orientation or the on-campus orientation, because that sign up and all of that information will be available June 15th.
Right, so guys, go ahead and if you have your phone or anything, go ahead and take a quick picture of that contact information. We do have to wrap up at 12:55, so I know it was really short, but I really appreciate y'all's engagement. Y'all seem like a really great group. Go ahead and take a picture of that, and you can email these ladies your questions if you had questions about transfer credit or anything else that didn't get answered here today. So do that. Also, if you're attending other sessions, which I've seen some repeats, so I'm happy to see that. Welcome back, you guys.
Yeah, that's awesome.
I love it. Be checking your emails, of course. All the daily itineraries are sent to the email you used to register. And then at the end of this week, we're sending out an email about our Go2ATU app. And so for all my transfer students, there's actually a Transfer Stu chat. You guys can get connected. All right.
Thank you guys so much. This was awesome.
Yes.
Thank you.
Everyone
I've
have a nice
enjoyed it.
day. Okay. Bye, everyone.
Bye.